Going line race, like when I'm coaching people, like I tell them, like going line race is almost never like bad. You can always justify it. It's just that there's no reason not to, because they will have not a single MR item in the game. Okay, at the end of this game, blue team is gonna have either 0 MR or maybe 1 null magic mantle on somebody. That's it. Like they just get one shot. So let's check the draft and analyze why they drafted Vel'Koz. So Vel'Koz got drafted in pro play last night. Let's check this out. You mother... You're ruining my video. Yes, lad. Vel'Koz indeed. Thank you for 2 months with a prime. Appreciate it. Brenzy. Cut that out. He's ruining my video. Okay, so let's see. No top laners, mid laners. They first pick Syndra. They're opening up what? Lucian. Oh, there's Mafro. I know Mafro. Mafro is high elo. Lulu, Zeri. It's gonna be Lucianami. Lucianami shits on that. Syndra Vi. Singular target. Are you quiet? Yeah, I want it to be quiet because you guys won't understand it anyway. I just want a little bit of audio to go through for the game sound effects and stuff, so I'm gonna talk over it anyway. Let's see, ban Jax. Jax is the only champion in the game that can handle Xante, I think. Right? Duelers like Jax. They banned all the duelers like Camille, Jax, Fiora. I mean, if you ban Jax, like, this is just gone. They had to ban Fiora. I mean, they didn't, I guess. Right? There's some champs that can handle her, but now they open up for Xante, so they just draft diff. So now they have a really good bot lane and top lane. They're banning Ryze for top lane. Interesting. So this let's look at the draft. Like the red team obviously won the draft. They have better top, better bot. Vi is gonna pressure dragons early, plays bottom side hyper aggressively. They're just gonna run off of that bot lane prio. So 2 first dragons have to go to the red team, and Vel'Koz is a teamfight god, so he's drafted for the sole purpose of team fighting. So if Vel'Koz scales to 2 items, they can never lose a dragon fight. So they should get 4 dragons by like 25 minutes. And that's how they win the game. That's the draft. This comp against Vel'Koz has nothing. There's no engage. Vel'Koz should literally not die a single time. So the only real threat is Syndra E, and that's it. The good thing is now Syndra power has been shifted from early to late game a little bit. So now the lane is not as unplayable as before. So you can handle it. Just neutralize it, farm it up. You don't really care. You're chilling. They got totally outdrafted. Like, Vel'Koz should never die. And as for the build, it's fairly obvious, right? Can Zeri with her mobility just run down Vel'Koz later? No. Because Vel'Koz is going to Q her for 50% of her HP. And they have the front lockdown. So how Diamond comp plays here is, or Diamant, they just play front to back, kill first target with their lockdown, and that's it. The fight is over. Because they just deny all entry towards like whatever area they take control of, which is dragons, obviously, because they're gonna start with dragons ahead and they're gonna play for more dragons. There's just no approach here. Vel'Koz is unkillable artillery over here. And as for the build, it's fairly obvious, right? You have 4 ADs. Well, we don't count Nami, but it's basically all AD. Look at this comp. All squishy, no MR stacking characters at all. So this is Luden's Rush, Sorcerer's Shoes, Shadow Flame, and you just one-shot literally everything that exists. 50% of Zeri HP with 1 Q. So, yeah, it's just pretty damn good. Pretty easy here, looking. I don't know if you guys heard that or if you understood. Saida said like Azzapp is already challenging like 7 days on Vel'Koz, so who he's following he can play. So yeah, Vel'Koz can actually do stuff. So yeah, let's see. I want to see the runes on Vel'Koz. Do they show runes at the start? No? Okay. So there was like some pause. Oh, Shy Carry. I know Shy Carry and I know Mafro. They're both high elo, I think. They're both high elo. Yeah, this bot lane is gonna skew heavily into the red team. Top lane insanely dual. Jace has a little bit of early game, but Mafro makes sure that early game doesn't exist. So now Jace is done. Now Jace lane is basically done. Without Flash, he can never really kill Xante, or he shouldn't. I think, what is Vel'Koz? Give me Vel'Koz levels. I'm pretty sure it's going to be going W here. Just it's good trades. We kind of missed the mid lane trades, and he traded pretty well. Like he expended all of his mana, which tells me he hard shoved, like the early wave. He hard shoved the early wave so he can get a little bit of pressure. Syndra tried to trade back on Vel'Koz, but Vel'Koz just won due to the wave size, basically. So that's a neutralizing playstyle. You just fight, 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 or shove, 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 fight if you have to, and then TP back, and you're just denying Syndra pressure. So, in the red team's best interest, it's to do not too much. They just have to play dragons, honestly. They just have to play dragons and they're chill. Vel'Koz starting... okay, Vel'Koz starting with the Sapphire Crystal. Yeah, that's I never really buy this, and I probably never will in solo queue. It's just not a thing you buy in solo queue. In competitive, it's a decent variation, so you can keep up with the tempo, and you can spam the W's to clear waves efficiently, because that's the way to neutralize Syndra, which is fine. It's totally chill. Like, there's an argument to be made. You can go here tier, and you go Ludens, and then you go Shadow Flame, and you finish tier, and you get massive amount of AP, and you get the shield. It's a bit of a faster spike than going Deathcap third. And you get a bit of safety on the shield. But yeah. Would you ever pick anything over Comet mid lane? Probably not. Probably not. I'm curious what else did he pick, but yeah, we'll see. He didn't get the footwear, which is interesting. Like, he didn't go magical footwear. No cookies, no dematerializer. So he's most likely going domination second, which is pretty cocky. Deep ward, incredible. Pop that, beautiful. 3 points in the W. Shove, shove. Double W for clear. Inefficient clear here, but Syndra never gets a chance to fight him, and she never gets to play aggro. There's the info on the Graves. Double W, clear, probing. Good CS so far against Syndra, because you're supposed to lose a little bit to a good Syndra. Bot lane pressure. They should do Dragon, honestly, here. They have infinite pressure on mid and bot, and they know where Graves is. Yep, there's the Dragon. Huge pressure, bot. Vel'Koz semi-roam, comes back, hovering bottom side, good safety. So far, pretty standard, chill game. Red team is already like going as according to plan and already winning. Like, the thing is with the blue team draft, they have to make something happen, you know? Like, they really have to make something happen. I don't know, I guess Graves was betting on killing top lane and shifting the game somehow, because they can't play bot. Bot, they will lose 3v3 or 4v4 every single time. So he can only gank solo lanes, and top is already faltering. He could have maybe ganked mid lane right now at about level 6. That might be the play, but... just peaks. Free plate. Reset. What is a pause? Again! Not again, Shina. Oh, there we go. Lost chapter, pretty standard. Syndra going Dark Seal. I mean, I can't really blame that, because they have to get kills to win the game anyway, so... I'm expecting a mid-gank soon, and let's see how Vel'Koz deals with it. Oh, they have brilliant vision. Look at the red team, man. They have double pink here. They have double pink, and Mafro is hovering. This is the only lane they can possibly gank, and Syndra with her purchase kind of saying, like, we're gonna go for the kill, right? So... they really want to go overextend. The thing is, Vi and Vel'Koz win 2v2. They just have to lock down one and they win 2v2. Brilliant bait. Nice try. Well played by Syndra. Well played by Syndra defending that. I wonder... Wait. Nah, her flash was really good, honestly. Like, I don't know. I guess Vel'Koz gonna play way more patiently here. That would be like the only way to do it differently, like in a perfect case scenario. You played a bit more patiently with your ult, you lay down more stuff, you have flash to reposition as well. But yeah, good play by Syndra. Again, like, this is fine. This is totally fine for Red Team because this is a win for them. Flash, jungle, and mid is the lane that has to win. Okay, mid pressure. Now he gets a bit of a CS advantage due to that gank. No flash. Next dragon is the important part. I wonder if blue team can contest it ever. They probably can't. First two drakes. First two should be free. Vi solo. Can we get Vel'Koz levels? I want to know if he's going like 5 Ws or 3. Judging by the really good CS, and he might be going actually for 4 or 5. No, he's probably 3. It's probably 3. What? Wait. He's going Lucidities? He's going Lucidity Landry. Why? Why is he going Lucidity Landry? There will never be an extended fight. He doesn't need to lay down the extra damage in a prolonged team fight. It needs to be the burst. He needs to eliminate the first target. There's perma squishies. Like, all of them are squishies here. All of them. We said before the game, like, Luden, Sorkshu, Shadow Flames one-shots everything in this game. And their job is to just kill first. Like, going line race, like, when I'm coaching people, like, I tell them, like, going line race is almost never, like, bad. You can always justify it. It's just that there's no reason not to. Because they will have not a single MR item in the game, okay? At the end of this game, blue team is going to have either 0 MR or maybe 1 null magic mantle on somebody. That's it. Like, they just get one shot. There's absolutely no reason. Okay, second dragon, Infernal, huge one. Infernal tying up with the Luden's one-shot combo is just crazy. He's messing up his build here. His farm is brilliant. Min value Herald. That's the 2 dragons we talked about that are free just by the virtue of having Lucian, Nami with Vi paired up. They just have to be dragons. Like 2 early dragons are just incontestable. Because Zeri needs time to scale and they're like banking on the Zeri late game with Lulu hard carrying, which is just... It should never happen. Vel'Koz can just pry her away from every single fight. But yeah. Okay, everyone's playing clean, you know, like, the thing is, like, blue side is too complacent. I think they're just gonna lose. To be fair, they got matched both times. Top lane, preemptive attack by Mafro. Mid lane, counter attack by Mafro. Countering the Graves hit. What the fuck is the Vi farm? Vi farm is fine. She's chilling. Like, her whole job is to hover Vel'Koz and make sure he doesn't die and the game is over. Like, that's it. And she did that brilliantly. Like, she invested early pressure to gank top, forcing the flash, making Cassante have like a free scaling, and now Vel'Koz also has free scaling. So all their win cons are not to kill laners. Their win cons are just to get to like this point that they're at. So right now, I would give huge advantage to red team. Like, if I was a betting man, I'd put a lot of money on red team, even though they're seemingly equal. Ah, nice hit. That's not a rank 1 Q. That should be like a rank... I don't know, maybe he... I can't tell. There's the Landry compiled. He's playing just perma-shove. Perma-shove. Dude, give me the Vel'Koz levels, come on. Bot lane is just not gankable ever. With Graves, bot lane is ungankable. With Graves, everything is pretty much ungankable with Graves. Like a pressure character. He wants to invade the jungle, but they have no pressure anyway. It's just really random draft here. Good EW, bad Q. Nice try. Why didn't he flash here, though? Like, she opens up with a stun. Vel'Koz can easily flash, like Q flash R here. And the best thing about that is if she flashes, which she would panically, like, to here, she would get hit by the Q again. So she would die. QR flash here. Q flash R. Yeah, I could have killed her there. Or get a flash and get her super low and then the turret falls. But Syndra opening there. Isn't Sork Shoes a kill here? No. It would not be that much difference. That would be a kill. But with a flash R, it would have been a kill. Here with a Q flash R, it would be a kill as well. But yeah, I mean, he's messing up his build. He's playing for like this wave control pressure instead of going for just one shot. He should go initial damage. Whatever. Again, doesn't need, like, Vi doesn't need to flip. Mafra is playing this brilliantly. Like, this Vi is 0-0-0, but she's carrying the game. Like, if you just, like, know what's going on the map. And I know Mafra, he's a good player. He's high elo. I think Shy Carry is also high elo. Kex might be, probably Kex as well. I remember them from Solok. Free Dragon. The issue is now, okay, so the issue is now when you get this bottom turret. You don't want to get it as early as possible because what you're doing is you're going to boot Vel'Koz out of mid lane with this. So now you're going to have to play 1-3-1, kinda, which is a bit awkward for Vel'Koz, right? Because Vel'Koz, even though he's much stronger than Syndra and he's shitting on her, if he goes side lane, he has a chance to die. In which case, he might have to let go some CS, because again, like if you're minus 10 CS than you would be with perfect farm, who cares if you have Vincons? The only issue is that Vel'Koz dies on the side. But he should never die in this game, so we'll see. Greedy. Poor timing, good. But yeah, Vel'Koz has no ult. Vel'Koz no ult, no TP. They have to reset the pressure. Contesting this Herald is risky. They either let it go or they just like try to hassle them if they back off, you know. Because Vel'Koz is very weak here without ult. And he can't reset with low HP. Ooh, Vel'Koz gets stunned, has to flash. Okay, they boot him out of the Herald. How has he got 180 CS at 16? You can, by the way. If you don't miss CS, you can. This game is 0 kills at 16 minutes. If you ever try to play competitively, like, that's how it works. Like, Syndra lost flash, lost pressure, lost 10 CS, got ganked again, got dove, and she's 160 on 16 minutes. Like, that's damaged CS. She could have had like 170, 175 if she wasn't like hard camped. Yeah, I mean, the Vincon here is farm for a red team. This dragon will be interesting. Like, the third dragon is the one where blue team has a theoretical chance of contesting. So they should attempt, kinda. But still, like, I don't know how did they do it. They should never get past Vel'Koz, ever. He's going Horizon here. He's going Horizon Focus, which makes sense. At least I'm gonna give him this. Like, even though the build is sinning, like, you could go like absolute crazy build, he will not be going Shadow Flame third, which would be absolutely fucking ridiculous. So the build is contextual. It makes sense with itself. And that's like what I criticize with people is like, if you go Lucidity Boots, Lion Wrist, and then Shadow Flame, like one random pen item in non-pen build is terrible. Or vice versa, you go Ludens, Sork Shoes, and then you go Horizon. It's like, it doesn't play with itself, you know? Build has to make sense with itself. As you can see again, on the blue side, 0 MR has been purchased. 0 MR. So this, if you imagine, would have been Sork Shoes, Ludens, and a Larjot. And that's just one-shot everyone on the map. Because he's farmed. Cassante, by the way. Oh no. Well, free third dragon. Yeah, I mean, that happens if you ban, like, Fiora, Camille, Jax, and then let Cassante go. Like, that's what's gonna happen. See, Vel'Koz is side lane here. He's going bottom side. But he's doing clear back into blue buff. Smart. Not going too deep. Clear recall. That's the thing. That's the very, very thing about Vel'Koz when you go sides. You tend to recall a lot. You will always be like wave, jungle, wave, recall, wave, semi-rotation, wave, recall. You know, you're doing something like that. You're trying to play on those like windows in between. You can't really push ever. But good thing here is, like, again, it's not his job to push. Like, it doesn't matter. They're just keeping up the CS efficiency on the map. That's it. A bit of a random trade. Well, they have Herald going top side completely when Baron is not up. Opens up blue side. A little bit of gold on this bottom side. That's a decent value Herald. Vel'Koz, even if he was there, he can't do anything about it. So going mid is correct. Good value on Herald, honestly. A red team, a little bit sloppy rotation the top, because top was gone anyway. They need to rotate everyone there. But whatever. Now Vel'Koz in the top lane. He's staying. Xante bot. This is the 1-3-1 we talked about, but now they're threatening Baron. Right? So you're just looking up for the Baron possibility. So yeah, bot sieging. Push, push. Oh. Oh, late flash. Late flash. Okay. So Vel'Koz should never really die. He should never really die, but this is a bit of an issue. Okay, so he saw Graves, because he can't disable the pink. And here, like the Syndra flash QE is not a super fast ability. It's not like undodgeable stuff. It's not like you got Kiana comboed, right? That you can't respond. To this, wait, let me put it to normal speed, because we're watching on 1.5. You'll see how doable this is. Look at this. Flash, Q, E. You see how slow it is on a non 1.5. It's very slow. So this is what you just flash and you lived. Like, in fact, you crushed them after. Because they overcommitted on your side and they're just gone. The bot lane will collapse. Vi's collapsing shortly. Vi's locked down. Syndra flash to engage. She has literally no escape short of teleporting in, like, miraculously, like somewhere. So if he just flashes that, he's totally chill. As I said, he should have 0 of this if he plays the game well. Xante wins. Wow, Mafro wins that? 1-for-1. So it is a good trade for blue team, but again, does nothing for their win con. Like, it's not, oh, they got a little bit of gold and they're going to get to these items and then win the game. No, they're just gone. They're gone because they're going to lose on the macro anyway. So, bad play by red team again, but they're still winning the game. What's the gold? The gold is they're 1.5k ahead and the game is over. Because the next dragon wins the game. Vel'Koz won't have flash for it, but he should just position. Vincon is Zeri? Yeah, Zeri needs to get like 6 kills back to back, get 4 items and like run over them. And even that is like hard to happen. Here's a dragon fight. I don't like that at all. I really don't like that. I mean, it's going Landry's CDR build, which you can't afford to make tempo plays like this, but that poke is just hyper inefficient right there. This is where you just do probing with Q, because you're just gonna let them enter now on the dragon. But what, like, here's like a lack of discipline. If you just have discipline, you win the dragon fight no matter what. Horizon Focus second, you're absolutely correct here. I mean, in terms of the build, which was already messed up. Like, you're supposed to go loot and Sork through the Shadow Flame. They should still win the dragon. They can delay, like, they can literally delay the dragon and probe them with Vel'Koz Q and Lucian gatekeeping, and until the Vel'Koz ult comes back, and then they just get the dragon. That's how you probe. Those are good angles right there. That angle is very good because it cuts off both entrances, kinda, right? You're checking the brush, you're hitting here, just pushing them to only one way. And once they're here, they are in no shape of contesting dragon. They have to re-rotate completely. Look at this, they're just gone. Good hit. And it also gives them vision. Okay, look, they're re-rotating. They can't enter ever past Vel'Koz there. So they're gonna go from the bottom side. Okay, so pay attention to Vel'Koz positioning here. Vel'Koz positioning here should be top left to top right. He needs to be covering these angles, like, boom, this angle right here. Like, so he wants to be like here, top left safety, top right here, and he just, good positioning here. Look, good positioning, good positioning. He just has to gatekeep. What's the win con for blue team this fight? Red team playing like shit. Yeah, there's no win con. The only play I see is like faking contesting and then rushing Baron. And with Baron, like even that, like I don't know. Okay, one shock blast. Who cares? Like shock blast every 12 seconds while you're poking them and zoning. And he can dodge some of them anyway, so. Vel'Koz needs to go harder. He needs to go harder. Why is he clustering with the rest of the team? He should be here with Xante, and Xante should be more forward. See what Shai is doing. See what Shai is doing here? That's kind of what Vel'Koz should be doing from here. This zoning. Look at that. This Vel'Koz positioning is really bad. Like, you don't want to be, like, chasing this. Like, tanking Dragon, being in the pit. Now he's completely left. Completely bad positioning. He's letting them enter. Look. Look, they're entering. They should never be here. Vel'Koz with ult up. Enemy team should never be in this cluster as 4. What is blue team's engage? Acceleration gate. And walking in. That's their engage. They can never go past Vel'Koz. In fact, he can just combo to zone them. He's focusing the... Yeah. That was as good as it gets for blue team. Not gonna lie. Yeah, that was a mistake for Vel'Koz, honestly. Mispositioning, letting them enter. Later on, he made a decision, which is, okay, I'm gonna kill the jungler and we're gonna finish the dragon before enemies overrun us. Which I think was the correct choice, given how the setup was fucked and they were already in. So at that point, you can't really try to fight, because you'll lose. So you try to get the dragon. The issue is, he's now running pen build, so he didn't kill Graves fast enough. So, if he killed Graves fast enough, they could get the dragon. So it would be totally worth. Yeah, Shai carries a good player. Okay, mistakes from Vel'Koz there. He should be going death cap right now. Pink ward, he's saving his money. I'm pretty sure he's going death cap, as he should. Like, you want to transition to late game, you need to be hitting harder, you know? You need AP. Again, top lane positioning. Hopefully he doesn't get caught. He has flash, he has to respect Syndra. He has to respect the Syndra flash. Xante. Xante, by the way. Vel'Koz ulted here. We missed it though. We missed the Vel'Koz ulti for Syndra flash. I would love to see it. Maybe he could have flashed aggressively once more. But hopefully we get a replay. Kex is on in this game. He's playing very well. Told you, Mafro, Kex, and Shai carry. I know them all from high elo. Can we get a replay on the Vel'Koz play? They don't want to flip on Baron. They're waiting next dragon because they messed up the last one. There's the large rod. We're going for decap. Vel'Koz into Jay's bot lane. Interesting. Jace is squishy. You can probably kill him, but can be finicky. But with flash, you should never lose that. Okay. Nice try. That should be Dragon for free, right? They get complete control of the bottom side jungle. Oh. Xante going in. They don't need to do this. But yeah. I mean, I don't know what does that ult do, really. You hold it, but at the end of the day, like, as long as you kill one, the game is over. You shouldn't really lose after. See, that's good zoning right there. That's good zoning. He's fine. They can't ever chase into Vel'Koz here. They can't do shit. He still has flash. Vel'Koz recall into TP. TP on the top pink. And a good QR here from River. Don't go in. That's fine. QR. Oh, they face checked. Nice. Nice. They actually face checked that. Did they not see the TP? That was sick. Damn, they actually face checked him. Clean. That's gonna be decap when he recalls. Yeah, it's GG. Baron. They kill Syndra somehow. Somehow. Here is somehow. Nice. Okay. Open up mid, pressuring bot. Ooh, TP behind, and they don't know. They don't have enough vision. They're not counting members. Whoa, okay. That was nice. That was a great Vel'Koz play. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at this. So their positioning is awkward. They're not counting enemy members. And they mess up by getting Syndra in the back. Look at the Vel'Koz juke here. He jukes to stun. Goes forward. And at this point the fight is over. They can't kill him ever again. Syndra missed her chance. And he lands a brilliant combo. That's a great Vel'Koz fight right there. Brilliant recovery. Rip Nami KDA. So yeah, this has to be over, right? Yep. That is just GG. GG easy. Yeah, good game. Good game by Vel'Koz, honestly. He played well. Minor positioning misplay on the dragon. Because Vel'Koz dragon positioning has to be slightly different to a lot of other characters. You are playing that zoning tool. Your core idea is to zone the enemy team and make them take a really bad engage. The build was messed up. If build was better, he would be straight up one-shotting everything in existence. But he was so farmed and fed that he was doing it anyway. Just a bit slower. Look at the build. Look at the builds here. Where's the MR? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Not a single MR point has been bought by blue side. Not a single one. If you have Ludens here, you have so much penetration. You have like 40 to 50 penetration with Ludens Shadow Flame. That's just crazy. You're doing true damage to everyone in the game. Like, understand the value. That's so crazy. So with a proper build, this would just be even more of an obliteration and annihilation, you know? But yeah, they're just doomed. But then anyway, like the red side, good draft, well played good early game. Jungle, wonderful control of the game early and just won the game. Clear. Clear stuff. I like it. Vel'Koz in competitive. I hope to see more. I can't wait to see more. Vel'Koz, brilliant champion, guys. Brilliant champion. You don't necessarily know if they will get MR time with Mythic Purchase. Oh, yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. Wait, let me bring it back. Of course you do. In high elo, you always know. Like, didn't I say before this game they will have no MR? Didn't I literally say before this game they will have no MR? High elo players know. and competitively. Like, okay, look at the comps. How do they build MR? What do they buy? What do they buy to get MR? Here. Who buys what? Okay, give me good one MR item in the blue team that makes sense. Like, every single one is, like, under efficient. Like, whatever they buy. Oh, you get your Syndra to buy Banshee? Good. She's still not immune to Vi engage. She's still not immune to Xante engage. She still gets one-shot by Lucian culling. She blocks a little bit of Vel'Koz damage. And now she can never one-shot anyone. Oh, you want Zeri to buy Wit's End? Or Ma and just be absolute shit and cannot carry the game? And then she does absolutely no damage. She still gets lockdown. She still gets one-shot. And Vel'Koz, if he lands a combo during the lockdown, he still one-shots her. Because true damage. They can't buy anything. Oh, Jay's top lane is gonna buy MR? The guy facing Xante, losing anyway? Like, there's nobody who can buy MR. You can have Maw on Graves. But that makes no sense, once more. Because if Graves is a frontliner, and frontliners will get engaged here, and then Vel'Koz will do a full combo, and ult will do 1,300 true damage, and kill him anyway. Without even proccing the Maw. So, I don't see a single MR item being possible here. Like, every single one has an insane amount of trade-off. They will lose a lot on the other side.